Discussing weaknesses in any gender requires sensitivity, as no person should be reduced to stereotypes. However, if you're aiming to understand characteristics or areas where women might be more vulnerable in relationships, or how they differ from men in areas that could be misunderstood, it's essential to approach these topics with respect and an open mind. Here, we'll explore 10 areas that may represent common emotional, psychological, or behavioral traits that women might struggle with or be more sensitive to, along with tips for men to provide understanding and support. 1. Overthinking and self-doubt. Many women have a tendency to overthink situations, which can lead to feelings of self-doubt or insecurity. This often comes from internalizing societal expectations and worrying about how they're perceived. When women overthink, they may question a partner's motives or read into small actions, which can lead to unnecessary stress or conflict. Be mindful of this tendency by offering consistent reassurance and open communication. Avoid dismissing their concerns, even if they seem small to you, and encourage them to express their feelings openly. 2. High sensitivity to emotional cues. Women are often more attuned to emotional subtleties in conversations and actions. They may pick up on slight shifts in tone, body language, or facial expressions, which can make them more sensitive to emotional undercurrents in interactions. Recognize the value in this sensitivity, but also be clear with your emotions to avoid misinterpretation. Honesty and clarity are key, as mixed signals can lead to confusion and anxiety. 3. Struggle with saying no. Many women find it hard to say no due to cultural conditioning that encourages them to be accommodating and nurturing. This can result in overextending themselves at work, in friendships, and even in romantic relationships, which leads to burnout and resentment. Be supportive and encourage boundaries. If you notice your partner or female friend overcommitting, validate their needs and remind them that it's okay to prioritize themselves. 4. Need for emotional validation. Emotional connection and affirmation are often important for women who may feel vulnerable without validation in a relationship. When a partner fails to express appreciation, it can lead to feelings of being unappreciated or unloved. Make an effort to express appreciation, whether through words or actions. Recognize her efforts and provide reassurance, letting her know you value her presence and contributions. 5. Insecurity about appearance. In many cultures, women are often judged and sometimes judged harshly by their appearance. This societal pressure can create insecurities that may not be immediately obvious, but are often a source of vulnerability. Avoid comparisons to others, especially regarding looks. Instead, show appreciation for her as she is, and be supportive of her self-image, helping her feel beautiful and confident. 6. Tendency to prioritize others over themselves. Women are often socialized to be caregivers and may find themselves constantly putting others' needs ahead of their own. This can lead to exhaustion and can prevent them from focusing on their own happiness and goals. Encourage her to take time for herself, pursue her interests, and practice self-care. Offer to take on responsibilities or share burdens so she doesn't feel solely responsible for maintaining balance in the relationship or home. 7. Greater tendency to feel guilty or responsible. Many women experience guilt when they feel they aren't meeting others' expectations, especially in close relationships. This can lead to anxiety or feelings of inadequacy even when they are giving their best. Be empathetic and avoid placing unrealistic expectations on her. Encourage open discussions about shared responsibilities and offer a listening ear when she feels overwhelmed. 8. Fear of abandonment or rejection. Women, like men, may fear abandonment, but societal pressures can sometimes intensify these fears. Fear of rejection can stem from previous relationships or simply from the desire for stability and security in a partnership. Build trust through consistency and reliability. Be clear about your intentions, and if any issues arise, address them openly to alleviate concerns about stability or commitment. 9. Need for clear and honest communication. In general, women place a high value on open communication as a way to understand and connect with others. When communication is inconsistent, vague, or closed off, they may feel anxious or disconnected. Prioritize direct communication. Be proactive about sharing thoughts and feelings, and create a space where she feels safe to share hers. Good communication will deepen the relationship and build lasting trust. 10. Difficulty with handling criticism. Many women may be sensitive to criticism due to a lifetime of societal scrutiny over their choices, bodies, and actions. While everyone can find criticism challenging, women may internalize it in ways that affect their self-esteem or create self-doubt. Be constructive and gentle when offering feedback. Frame criticism in a supportive way, focusing on specific behaviors rather than personal attributes. A positive, understanding approach can make difficult conversations easier. It's essential to note that these characteristics are not universal and can vary widely from person to person. While some women may relate to these areas of sensitivity or vulnerability, others may not. Understanding these potential traits can help men build healthier, more supportive relationships, but it's vital to treat each person as an individual. Avoid assuming that a partner will fit these descriptions, and instead focus on getting to know her unique qualities, strengths, and needs. Empathy, respect, and open communication are the cornerstones of any successful relationship, and knowing these tendencies can only deepen that connection.